Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are anticipated reads. I have 3 books that I have been dying to read since the year has started, and some of them are new releases. Let's get into those. I also got them all from Book of the Month. But first book that I'm currently just started yesterday is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I read Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez and I freaking loved it. I gave it 4.5 stars. One of the favorite books that I read last year. Next book that we're going to be reading in this book is probably Butcher and Blackbird. Heard so many amazing things about this book that I have been dying to read it. Like I said, don't know if I'm going to read this one next or the next one that we have on hand is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. This book is beautiful. So glad I got it. I heard so many good things about it so far as well. I don't know which one I'm going to be reading next. It has some good reads. So let's see if we can actually stick to these. I might just read 2 of them depending on how long this takes me. We will see. Just reading Just for the Summer right now, and so far I am loving it. Both of the characters are very relatable, especially the main character Emma. I'm really liking her so far. Like I said, I'm only 100 and something pages in. I'm 114 pages in, started it yesterday. Pretty much yesterday, but I'm dying to get into it today. I feel like she's gonna just be very relatable. She has a mom who is very neglectful, gives you kind of narcissistic vibes, to be quite honest. I feel like I'm going to relate to her a ton. So yeah, I'm just ready to see what's going on. So far what we know is that they both believe they have a curse where they date someone, they break up with them, and then that person magically ends up finding their forever person. So they both thought that it will be kind of fun to kind of get together, kind of date, get to know each other, and then break up and see if they find their one true love then afterwards. So that's kind of where we're at right now. They're kind of just getting to know each other. Her mom just popped back up into the picture after her not being able to see her for 2 years. So we're getting already into all the craziness. I'll let you guys know and update you guys throughout how things start going, what happens, my reactions, things like that. I feel like this one's gonna hit deep just because it does have a lot of deeper topics in it. So definitely look up trigger warnings if you do plan on reading this book and things along that line. Hey guys, so I'm on here to update. Before I update, if I'm looking off or just not like myself, like my face looks super puffy. My dog passed away last night. She unexpectedly started having seizures this weekend, and then last night we had to decide if we put her to sleep or obviously continue to let her suffer. So we decided to obviously put her to sleep. We had her for 8 beautiful long years. Her name was Zoey. She was a Chihuahua Terrier, the sweetest little Chihuahua Terrier you could probably ever meet. Like to be to herself, cuddled in her blanket. So I think this one hits a little bit harder because it was just so unexpected, everything that happened over the weekend. But I'm on here trying to push through it. So yeah, so I'm still reading Just for the Summer. I believe that's what it's called. I never realized how interconnected all of Abby Jimenez's books are. I'm gonna have to go back and read like her first book ever and kind of start from there. Like I said, I read Yours Truly, and then now obviously Just for the Summer. It's going, I'm liking it. Honestly, Emma's kind of pissing me off. You can see that she's the one who's blocking off. She has some of her mother's traits. She's not as toxic as her mother, but I think how you grow up and how all that is, you kind of just take on some traits without even realizing that you're taking on those traits. And I feel like that's kind of what happened to Emma. I feel like she pushes everyone out. She hasn't dealt with the trauma that she's been through while she was younger, to be quite honest. I don't think. Kind of where I'm at, we're seeing Justin, who is dealing with something very hard. He lost his father. Now his mother is going to prison for something that she did, and Emma kind of opened his mind to like, oh, maybe she did this because of blank 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 blank. Like, you know, I think she kind of like opened his perspective that maybe his mother wasn't in the right state of mind when things went the way that they did, and he just never realized it. You definitely see that she deals with like depression and just things like they're very relatable characters. And I think that's why I always like Abby Jimenez's characters and her writing, is because it's very easy to read. First off, they're very relatable in a lot of things. You can just kind of compare your life to theirs in some ways. There's at least a couple characters, or at least one couple, one of the books where you can kind of relate to their situations and things that they are going through that you probably personally have been through. And I think that's why I really like her books, because they're very easy to just be like, okay, I can see that happening, I can see this. And I think that's why I like it so much. So yeah, it's been, you can totally see I've been crying a ton. It's been a really hard weekend, and yeah, so I'm going to try to sit down on the couch and read for a little. I don't have the energy to do much today. I'm just still very obviously in shock, I feel like, but also very upset, so my emotions just keep coming out whenever. So I've just been crying on and off since like last night. So if I am looking a little bit crazy, just know that's why. I didn't want to just kind of put this vlog off. Life happens and we just kind of have to keep going. But yeah, so I'm just trying to do the best that I can do right now. Heartbroken. She was the first dog that me and my husband have gotten together. Once we first got married, we had had her as long as we have been married so far. So for 8 beautiful years we had her. And she's just gonna be truly missed. I'll update you guys in a little, or whenever I'm done with the book. It will probably be whenever I'm done with the book. I'm trying to just keep this to the point. Mentally just not okay right now, you know? So I'm just trying to just keep it to the point and get through this. I know that sounds like but yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, or whenever I finish the book. Good morning, guys. Last night I finished Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I gave it 4.5 stars. I loved it. She does this amazing job of just giving you a good character routine where you can picture them in this routine and just get the full experience of the character that I think that she does very well. Her writing is amazing. It's so easy to just fly through her books. Her male characters, I don't know, just writes them so well. They're always so gentle and caring, but then they don't like let the woman push them over either. I don't know, they're just always husband material. I just really love Justin. I think we got to really see the type of character that he is, his true character. He's just an amazing man. And then we have Emma, who's the main female character, and she has just been through a lot in life. Just been neglected by her mother and in and out of foster care. Just always hoping that her mother will come back and like actually take care of her and want her and not forget about her. A lot happens. Sorry, I'm off. I can feel it myself that I'm off. It's because of everything that's happened, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying to do my best. And she struggles with PTSD. She has triggers. Mostly Amber, who's her mom, is a really huge trigger for her. And I just felt like she was very relatable when it comes like that. I feel like nowadays if you go on TikTok and stuff and things like that, like you see people talking about like their parent experience and the narcissism that goes on and just things like that, which I personally can relate to too. So I think she's very relatable. I will say that she was starting to piss me off though while reading it, because she knew these things about herself. She knew these triggers, but I think she just didn't accept them yet, and she will try to just push them away to then run away. Does that make sense? Not only is she running away from the people that she ultimately loves, but she's running away from the issue and the issue itself and herself basically. So I love seeing her, how she dealt with that, how she kind of just like explained everything to Justin and like things like that. I don't know, you just like while reading you felt their chemistry. You felt this soulmate bond that like I feel like it's a very special thing to feel when reading, because you don't always feel it even if the author claims that they're soulmates. And I feel like Abby does that amazing where you can feel the chemistry, you can feel the love, you can feel the butterflies while reading. And that's just an experience I always get when reading Abby's books, which I only read one other book from her, but like I got this same experience. I also love that you get to see the other characters from her book. They all know each other in some way, or all interconnected with one another in some way, which I always love when books do that. I just think that it's just amazing when books do that. It just gives you more and you look forward to keep reading to see if your favorite characters pop up in the next books. I do need to go back and read the other books that she has written since they're all interconnected in some way or they all know each other in some way. I eventually do want to do that. 4.5 stars, and I only gave it that because I feel like Emma was just really annoying me at parts. Like I understood it, I get it, but then it was just sometimes where I'm just like, girl, get your together. I think the next book I'm gonna be picking up might be Butcher and Blackbirds. So I'll probably start that later on today sometime. I'm literally a hot mess this morning, but we are reading Butcher and Blackbird. Like I told you guys, I'm on chapter 9 and I've been reading it here and there slowly. I absolutely, sorry about my appearance because I look crazy. Xander down for a nap here and then get myself together. I love it. I'm getting golden retriever vibes from Rowan and he's a serial killer. Like what? Nothing crazy has happened. Yeah, I mean they did kill someone, so I mean that's kind of crazy. They're not giving me serial killer vibes. Does that make sense? Rowan kind of has like they're just chaotic. I'm trying to think about like exactly who he reminds me of, but I can't think of what his name is. It's a little hectic because all the kids are home today. Mia didn't have school. So yeah, I'm gonna read for a little. Like I said, I'm just getting not serial killer vibes from them right now. It's like they turn into a whole different persona when that does happen. See their chemistry kind of building. They both like each other. I think she's kind of iffy, but I think that's just in her nature that she's very just like wants to know everything, wants to know her surrounding, wants to know everything about everything. Does that make sense? Like aware of her surroundings and things like that. So I think she's just trying to be more aware and exactly what his intentions are. I mean, because he is a serial killer too. So you're kind of just seeing them slowly form this bond, missing each other and things like that. So it's going. I'm liking it so far. I'm ready to get to all the crazy, funny, disgusting parts already. A lot about me, but yeah, now I'm excited for that. Currently laughing at myself because I'm like, they probably think that I don't have other clothes, but I literally have a ton of clothes, but I just hate wearing all my other clothes. I like to just be in my same comfy clothes, which is like the same sweatshirts and shorts. And I can't help it. It is what it is. Really just updating my reading journal, but then I was like, I loved how I said how I was going to show you guys my reaction while reading and stuff like that. Obviously that did not turn out the way that I thought I was going to be. When I started this video, I was in a very good mental headspace. As you've seen throughout the video, I explained what happened, and if I was in a different mood, that's why. And that kind of just took a turn. I barely picked up the camera. I've only picked up just to, I was done with the book just to like update you guys. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I finished Butcher and Blackbird last night. Don't really know how I feel about it. I gave it 4 stars because I did really enjoy the characters and I just love the chemistry that they had together. This sounds a little crazy, but I actually really enjoyed all their serial killing this one. Here we are. Advertised as a dark romance comedy, and I feel like I found no humor in it. I didn't laugh. I mean, don't get me wrong, I laughed at some parts. I was expecting to sit there be laughing at all this dark humor that I thought had so much potential to be in the book. It wasn't. Maybe 4 stars. I really like Rowan and Sloane. It's insta love. They're both serial killers. If you guys don't know what this book is about, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows what this book is about at this point. They kill all the other serial killers, the sum of it. They both have kind of a traumatic past that turned them into these serial killers. And once they had their first kill, they realized that they enjoyed it and they like make a game out of it. So yearly, Roman's brother will send them a new target and kind of just give them the general area where this target's at, and they got to figure out who the target is, and they obviously have to kill him, and whoever kills him kind of gets just bragging rights. But throughout those years you see them slowly kind of growing feelings for each other or really admitting it. I like that it wasn't like they hooked up right away in some crazy way, but there were some crazy parts, which I admit I enjoyed reading it all, which makes me kind of like really, Rachel? I am super excited to get, I think we're gonna get Rowan's brothers if I'm not mistaken. His brother, and the series is following the brothers. We get Lachlan, I think it might be Lachlan, I can't remember what the brother's name is, but Lachlan and Lark. I'm excited for Lark. Lark sounds like she's a low-key crazy. And then the epilogue that we got in this book, I think it's gonna like drag out throughout the series. Like something crazy is gonna happen. I'm waiting for it. I think I'm really gonna like her story because Lark comes off, if you have read Butchers and Blackbird, very just sweet and innocent. Honestly, she comes up very innocent, reports what Sloane does. She has her own things, like, you know, it just didn't sound like her vibe. But then you read the epilogue and then you read like the first, you know, the glimpse that you get for the next book, and you're just like, no way, like we didn't know that about her. I'm excited for that. I think I might be ending this vlog now. I wanted to read one more book in this, but I feel like if I do, this isn't gonna come out till like weeks later at this point, so the way I'm reading. I thought that I had good reading. So I read Just for the Summer by Abby, and I gave that one 4.5 stars, which we loved. Then we had Butcher Blackbird, which I gave 4 stars, which are not bad ratings. Obviously, I would recommend these books at that rate. I really enjoyed both of the books. I really I keep going back to Just for the Summer because for some reason I think about it a lot more than what I thought. I don't know, my heart is saying that it might be a 5 stars because I really loved it that much, and I just keep thinking about their situations, how they end up together, and just everything about that book. It's in my mind. It's living rent free right now. Might be a new fave, to be honest. It might be a 5 star for me. I keep going back and forth debating it. So we'll see. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's not how I wanted this video to go, but that's how it went, and that is okay. Hopefully the next kind of vlog goes better. Hopefully I can do another anticipating read here because I have a couple more that I'm dying to read. I'll see you guys in the next video.